Hello everybody and welcome to Beyond a Steel Sky. We made it. Oh my god, this is so long in the making, 30 odd years. If you've been following, I've just finished Beneath a Steel Sky. Obviously it's not the first time that I finished. I did finish it like a while ago, shall we say. I'm not going to go into details, but it is a very old game. And they have made a sequel, and this is the sequel, and this only came out recently, so I know that this is retro weekend, but it's retro, okay? It is retro. Now, there was a comic attached to this game, so I might have to explain what the comics happened, but we'll see when we get this loaded.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village.
No, they're going to do it anyway.
I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense.
Yeah, you tell her.
Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Marlo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
That's me. That's
Do
me.
you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough. I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago.
It's Joey.
They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm so excited.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
Whoa, look at that.
What the?
it was no fish.
Max, keep back! Marlo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me!
We're on our way. Not right now. We're lying on the floor. But we will be on our way. Don't you worry.
Milo had gone. The machine, too.
But we had a
Its
finger.
riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Plus, it wasn't that dark, really.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm.
Oh no.
I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more.
Oh, here we go again.
Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard.
There's the old man in the background.
Taken captive, I couldn't save my village.
He gave him the vision in the first game.
But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city.
I mean, that
As I
really...
left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap.
That is literally the beginning and the end of that
I
game.
woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds. Scavengers. And in this wasteland, that meant only one thing. People.
I think that heavily diminishes the first game there for you. If you didn't watch it, go back. You literally saw the opening and closing scenes of that game. It does not discuss at all what we went through. We crashed a helicopter and we saved the town, apparently.
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Oh, this is it? Yes, this is it. Hey, so there we are. That is me. Oh, hello. There's a bird up there.
I needed to speak to the girl.
Oh, he wouldn't go to the bird. Alright then. Let's run. Oh, look at all the birds.
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
I say she wasn't until then.
Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
Aha. Or we can examine, or we can... What have I got? I've got a crowbar, I've got some pie. Finger. I've got some pie. Yeah, there you go. That didn't take much. That didn't take much. Okay. So it is still kind of like point and click.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before. On the
Ooh.
androids that had taken Milo.
Ah, okay.
The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her.
Okay. Oh.
Union City.
Oh, we're back at the
I
city.
was back.
And I must say, I hadn't considered that we were in Australia. I must say, in the first game, they are all very, very British, like regional British accents. However, now suddenly everyone's Australian. Ooh. Are they
For
trains?
years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
I mean, doesn't look promising. Okay, so we're done with that scene, I assume. That one. Gotta remember what button does what. Oh. Okay. Is there anything in these little side pods? Don't think so. Okay. Oh, it will, okay.
Oh! Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
Which is interesting. Because we've now gone from Australia to, like, the heart of New York.
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
Right, okay.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
Yeah, she's getting a little bit,
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant.
in the
The
hand.
immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Okay, so,
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
okay, this is the last one.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
Okay, I kind of
Bye for
assumed
now.
she would say that.
Pleasure. How can I help?
So, we will go... I mean, this whole place looks pretty bad. But this is the hand she was holding up. So let's come over here.
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Yeah. So let's come up here.
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
Okay. See, there's... all those birds are after whatever was in that thing.
How can I help?
You can't go away. Right, well, let's get this out of the way first. We're going to have a little look around. But let's get...
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
yeah, let's get this sorted out first. I just walked in a circle.
Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch!
A U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Yeah, so it feels like that girl was after that guy's chip.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Aha. So I now have it. So I can talk to the robot again and see if she's changed what she has to say. And we can see what else is going on around here. So
there was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
Yeah.
I reminded myself of the collective noun. Murder of gangs.
They're all just looking at me. See, if I could open that. I don't want to get too close is the problem.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Right, okay. So I might be able to get that open some other way. I thought my crowbar might work. Now I have already seen the girl that we were chasing. Let's have a little chat to some of these people.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinch something of yours?
No, he was kidnapped from a nearby village.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
Okay, so we've got a bit of a lead there.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
It is good that we're back to the British. The accents.
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Brucey's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
It is funny in a way. He's just giving me all these jobs I'm going to be doing.
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the Gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Okay, I am going to have to remember that.
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine with that.
Fair enough. Okay, so he's given us a bunch of stuff that we can do.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker.
And we know it's Joey because of the missing arm. Rubber man. Alright, well let's see what this does. I'm confused. What's happened? Oh, I'm at the top. Okay, right, there we go. Let's have a look at this. You open you strive every day in every way. This is the Ministry of Aspiration, Well-being, plenty, comfort, and mind. Okay. So there's now a civic, there's now people in charge. I don't know why it won't let me go. Okay, I'm assuming I don't have access to whatever that is because it wouldn't let me choose anything else. So I can use it as a Minos. It tells me.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Okay,
She
so
ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
I might be able to use the can. I might be able to use. Is there someone there? No. Okay. Yeah, I might be able to use the can to get rid of the birds, maybe. Okay, it wouldn't let me choose personal data last time. This terminal's very... Why is it... Yeah, there's something wrong with this. For some reason, it just will not work. Alright, so whatever that is, it won't let me go to the history. Yeah, alright, no. That's broken or something's going on with that.
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audio-visual Union City Fact File. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom.
There you go.
Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant.
Be vigilant.
This message is sponsored by the Ministry of Comfort.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to go over this way. Because this is over the park. Yeah, the robot's gone back over there.
A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me.
There's nothing really over here.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
Okay,
What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
right, so if I can remove that chain, he'll probably talk to me.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
Bye.
Call it if you need anything.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Yeah, so I need to be able to try and remove that chain somehow. Can I use my crowbar? Is it that simple?
Yes, okay,
Oh yeah, there you go.
Push me.
Hey, there we go. First one solved.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
Push me.
Alright, so let's keep pushing him until he either has an accident or throws up or something. Find out where his brother is, and then I'll speak to her. And that'll probably be where this will end. I love the way it's point and click, but more modern.
Hey, me again.
How can I help?
What's wrong with Vauxhall?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You've done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Bye.
Call it if you need anything.
So he's in the weird bench with the tyre. Okay, let's hope I remember that for next time.
Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Yeah.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. The gangs looked mean and ugly.
Up it goes. Okay, there she is.
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert.
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
Right. Okay, so it feels like if I can get that back for her, she will probably maybe even transfer me the data from the dead guy, maybe?
I'm looking for a boy named Milo, who might have come through here recently.
I'm absolutely sure I haven't seen your kid. Now, stop asking.
That's all for now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anytime. Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal.
Hey, an old terminal.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
Okay. Alright. Well, that is where I'm going to leave it for now. In fact, let's have a quick look at the sculpture.
Metaphysical symmetry of curvature. Man and machine. If that was art, I must have been missing something.
I feel like that is an exact copy of what was said in the first game. That is, I think that's the sculpture that's in the middle of the town. And that's exactly what he says to it then. Alright, so there is someone over here. There's a machine. We've been given a hint on how to get in the back of this truck, but we have to kind of scare these guys off first. And I'm pretty sure his brother is hiding in the bench with a big tyre on top. So we're going to have to go in and have a word with him. And here we have it. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Beyond a Steel Sky. Now, it is Retro Week. I'm hopefully going to have a new Civ up tomorrow. I am in the middle of a playthrough at the moment, Civ 1, on the Amiga. However, I'm a bit behind, so fingers crossed. Keep an eye out for that video. It should be up tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, I'll be streaming next week. Check out for those Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.